Okay, some interesting news has happened today on the social media front, and it's the fact that Facebook hires Nick Clegg as a global advisory partner on global affairs. Obviously, Nick Clegg was very, very important in British politics for a while. He was leader of the Lib Dems, he was Deputy Prime Minister under the coalition government between 2010 and 2015, so he had a high role in British politics and British foreign policy and British domestic policy. The fact that Facebook is hiring him is a concern for me on a few points. 15 years ago, it's not really an issue. Now it is. Net neutrality is an issue now. And there are people who are centre-right who feel that their voice online is being taken away. They feel that their views are not valid because there seems to be this agenda by social media to go shift more towards the left. And there's nothing wrong with having a debate between, more social capitalism and more, traditional capitalism. I believe there should be social capitalism and that the state should provide for the needy. I do believe that. And we are seeing a moment right now where politics is becoming polarised and very populist, and that is a dangerous thing. But the fact that Facebook is going down this route could cause further problems because it endangers net neutrality. You have got an ex-politician who will have a political motive and a political agenda working for you, which says to me that Facebook has a political agenda. Now, as someone who also has to use social media to widen the appeal of my channels, my YouTube channels on Twitter, I have a concern because we've seen allegations that Twitter, Facebook and YouTube were compromised in a sense and used to, send out political propaganda during recent elections, both in Europe, North America. We've seen it in referendums, that there is outside political interference using social media to either spread mistruths or, use it as it's now used as a political, forum. A lot of politicians are on social media now, but the risk is that we risk net neutrality. That's a big talking point. And with the way American politics has gone at the moment, and a very polarised American public, and the way European politics is going at the moment, again, very polarised parties, and more parties shifting farther to the right or farther to the left, or the hard left and the far right, which is really concerning because we saw this in the 1930s and look what happened there. And we again, in the same with Australia and New Zealand, again a shift here, and some parts of South America as well. There is a conundrum. There is an issue. Social media should be balanced and free. If you are putting someone who is a left of centre politician, so left wing, into that kind of position of global advisory, that is a concern that Facebook is politicising itself and has an agenda. And social media right now, there's been a lot of scrutiny on social media with social media hacks and security issues and of course extremist material. They've never been under greater scrutiny than they have now. And this will be scrutinised by experts. And this has sort of become mainstream news, whereas 10, 15 years ago, when Facebook was in its infancy and social media was a new thing, wasn't really a thing. If they hired a political advisor to say, look, what kind of path should we take, wouldn't have been a major issue. It would have been another, social, blog site, online magazine site, which would have, like the New Statesman, which is left wing, or the Economist, which is sort of, balanced. That's not an issue. What is an issue, though, is net neutrality. And this could affect that. But there we go, that's my view on it. I think net neutrality is at risk. And I do believe that if you are of a centre-right leaning or right of centre leaning persuasion, they're feeling, and I've seen this, that if you raise concerns that, may be seen as centre-right, and you are a centre-right follower, and you want to, raise your party's profile or raise a political issue, you seem to be shut down and censored more than the centre-left. The centre-left seems to get more freedom of speech on the internet than the centre-right. And we're seeing the hard left and far right rising in Europe, and there's issues with we're having riots on the streets, we're having protests, we're having, real nasty stuff that we haven't seen since the 1940s in World War II bubbling in Europe, which is a real concern, and net neutrality is important. So for a major website like Facebook to go down this path could actually really fuel the fire of the far right. Really could. And it's a concern. But there we go, that's my view on it. And I know I'm probably going to get loads of abuse online for this post, but I feel I have to. And as someone who used to vote Liberal Democrat, yes, I did once. I was foolish enough to believe in their promises because they broke a lot of them when they entered government. And with the current debate over the Britain's relationship with the EU and Brexit, and the current debate over Trump's policies and Brazil's recent election of a far right candidate, there are concerns that net neutrality in this whole argument is being lost. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.